everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's Wilson's Seahawks going up against Smith's Chiefs. So let's get you out to Kansas City as we say hello to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Seattle Seahawks and the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's Cairo Santos now ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Arrowhead. And he almost flirted with disaster there, but it does get into the end zone before going out, and they'll bring it out to the 25. So the D-line's going to spread out. Now the fourth-year man from Texas A&M, Christian Michael. No gain on the play there, second down. Here's the offense, certainly some threats on this offense, and one of them that they target is Doug Baldwin.
Not only does he do a nice job catching the ball downfield, he's also a tremendous blocker that helps unleash the running game.
On second down, here's Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. And let's take a look at the defensive starters for Kansas City.
Dontari Poe emerged on the scene fast as a young player and continues to make big plays at defensive tackle.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. On third down, Wilson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line. Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. It's the first carry here for Jamal Charles. And he's got it across midfield and down to about the 47-yard line.
Really tough drive, but that run helped salvage something there because now there's something positive that came out of it. They got to see good blocking, good push by the offensive line, wide receivers trying to get involved, a good run by the back, and now maybe it'll be a catalyst for them to look at going forward, watching it on tape. Maybe they can keep incorporating that type of a run into their offense.
And certainly a key cog in this offensive wheel is Jeremy Maclin.
You've just got to find ways to get him the ball, whether you put him in the slot or put him out on the perimeter.
Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. They'll let the fullback try and pick it up. This is Anthony Sherman. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
3rd and inches, just turn around, hand it to the big guy and let him plow forward and pick up a first down. A lot of people think that the offensive line, they may almost take the play off because they got a big guy back there pushing forward. I think it actually works in reverse. I think they block harder because they love seeing that guy get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Play clock winding down. They'll keep it on the ground, this time with Charles. And down to the 36-yard line here. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Following the penalty, here's Charles. And some room to roam now. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. They'll need to get the play off quickly. From the red zone now, Smith. Quick slant. That's caught by the veteran Macklin. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11. Sets them up 1st and goal.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Look pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
They run it. It's Charles. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
One of the toughest things for an offensive lineman to learn is the ability to get in space and hit people who are moving targets. And linebackers are not easy ones to hit because they know how to move, juke, and make you miss. And that's exactly what he did on that play. A nice play for the defense.
The play clock's running down. To throw on 2nd down is Smith. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal. Time running out here on the play clock. And Smith saw something he didn't like. He's going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Defense may be thinking pass. They come out in the nickel on 3rd and goal. They'll try and get it in with Sherman, the fullback. And he's going to bull his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Anthony Sherman, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are going to take a 1st quarter lead. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. To the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Derek Johnson in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
They come up in an offset eye. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Here's Wilson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to be marked down deep into Kansas City territory. A huge play there on the screen pass. 71 yards. So the offense has it 1st and 10. And the first carry for the former Clemson Tigers, C.J. Spiller. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line.
And that play was vintage Derek Johnson. Made a play in the backfield. In college, he did as an outside linebacker. Used speed to get to the backfield. Now, a bulked-up inside linebacker with multiple Pro Bowls on his resume.
Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. And the D looking like they may blitz. On the carry, Michael. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. He makes a wonderful play there off the corner, protecting his side of the field.
Oh, that reminds me of the great defenses of old, doesn't it? The Pittsburgh Steelers, steel curtain. They would not let you get on the field if you could only do one thing. You had to be a complete guy, and you had to be able to tackle.
Now, I know I've said this before, but you know I wasn't alive when the steel curtain was played. I know them, but I just want to let you know I wasn't alive.
I'm going to keep peppering that in there, and one of these days you're going to think that you were.
Third and long, it's Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to C.J. Spiller. Now 4th down.
I had a coach tell me a long time ago that running a screen pass is similar to acting 101 for your offense, because you've got to show something different and create extra space for linemen to chase the quarterback in order to create extra room for the receiver to catch the football and maneuver upfield. In this case, though, give a lot of credit to the defense. They communicated well. You could hear them talking to each other on the field, and they reacted and knocked it away.
On the return, it's Niall Davis. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. Do you think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
They'll start the drive with Jamal Charles. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And a couple of big boys up front defensively, and in that 4-3, those D tackles so vital.
Extremely vital. I love how you describe that, because if they control things up front, often it's over the guard. Sometimes they slide and make it over the center. It's really hard to get a play started then, because a lot of teams want to start inside out running the football. But against a good 4-3, you may not find any space. But on that play, there was zero space. No gain.
Screen pass to Charles. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it, because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup. In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they could do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold. This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Throwing is Smith. Looking for the out route. It's complete to Macklin. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Jeremy Macklin, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And oh, he kicked it out of bounds. That's a big penalty.
And this is where the rest of the team turns and stares at the kicker and says, you have one job, execute it.
Defense showing blitz. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's second and long. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now Wilson on second down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They come out here in the eye. On the run, this is Michael. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. They'll indeed go. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Following a fumble recovery, Smith. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. Time to step aside. We're back to Arrowhead after this. On second down, here's Smith. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And he's brought down. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal. And now they're in the hurry-up.
And there's a completion of Travis Kelsey. I think he's starting to come into his own as a tight end and as a player, and that makes his quarterback, Alex Smith, really happy.
Only a yard that time, second and goal.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defensive coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
They come up in an offset eye. They'll let Charles try and get him in. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Jamal Charles taking it in from a yard out. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. And it's 21-3. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Tyler Lockett now with a return. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
They go play action here on first down. And some space here. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. So the D-line's going to spread out. Now a play fake here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Tomahali charging hard for that outside linebacker spot. He gets in to drop him for a loss of 12. On second down, Wilson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 11 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. And quickly, they get to the line. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups we're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Charles, the lone setback. Play clock winding down. On first down, Smith. Out to the right here to Wilson. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it a second down. Second down, Jamal Charles. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves.
Looking for Macklin, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They'll run it here with Michael. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
They come out here in the eye. On second down, here's Wilson. Looking sideline, incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jermaine Kearse, and it'll bring up third down.
This has been a really nice day for the defense. They've made it so difficult to find open receivers because they're able to squeeze the passing lanes down. A lot of what they're doing is communicating. Receivers in one area, receivers in another area. They're almost what they call passing them off from one defender to the next, even in zone defenses, and making it very hard to find an open spot for the quarterback to deliver the ball.
On third down, Wilson. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Allen Bailey in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to fourth down. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Macklin. They'll get 32 yards there. And that'll be good for a KC first down. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
Smith will turn and give this to his fullback, Sherman. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Now, how about that call handed to the big guy in that situation? Normally you think of him as a real short yardage runner, but in this case they trust him to get a few more yards than that. I remember an old New York Giants quarterback, a Super Bowl winning quarterback, telling me he loves offensive coordinators who call the plays with a little bit of abandon.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Jamal Charles, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Justin Houston coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Well, let's go league-wide here. The Atlanta Falcons, we haven't talked about them a whole lot up to this point, but back-to-back weeks beating Carolina and Denver, the 2 teams that played in the Super Bowl.
And I know that many people earlier in the season were saying, well, remember they started 5-0 in 2015 and they collapsed and didn't make the playoffs. But after what you just described, being the 2 Super Bowl participants back-to-back weeks, including Denver on the road, I think people believe this team's for real.
Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Again, Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jay Howard. In there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. Here's John Ryan now as he's on to punt for Seattle. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Here's Thomas. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good. So they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Smith on first down. Looking left side. That's caught by Macklin. And they get 28 yards on that one. And it'll give the Chiefs a first down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. On first and 10, Smith. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was trying to get it off to Jamal Charles there. And that'll bring up second down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete.
Set, move, 45, under. 3.
Let's go, motion.
2nd and 10, Smith again. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Just beating the play clock, Smith. Looking for Macklin, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
On the ground, it's Michael. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Well, they had the box stacked. That run was going nowhere from the start.
And when you say stacked, you really mean it, don't you? Because when you're talking about a 46 defense, commonly known as the Bear defense, you're covering up the guys inside, and you're allowing other people to get in there close to the line of scrimmage, usually an 8-man front. That's difficult to block for an offense. On that play, the defense won in a big way. No gain at all.
In the slot on the right is Graham. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
So a ways to go here on 3rd and 10.
Hey, big drive right here.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Being chased out left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. Here's John Ryan now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Returnable for Thomas. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They'll come out in the pistol. 10th carry now for Jamal Charles. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13.
Over. Set, ready. 3.
The play clock's running down.
Check the call.
To throw on second down is Smith. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Macklin. 23 yards on the play.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
But right now, maybe they're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone if they win big.
Fresh set of downs here. A toss play. Here comes Charles. And a short gain here down to the 22. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
8 yards to go here on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground with Charles again. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player. 3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. It's a 4-yard pickup, and with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Here's Charles. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
It's 4th and 2, and you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage. So you have to be definite about your decision about where to go.
And that's going to be incomplete. Travis Kelsey, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. And it's 2nd down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or 2 in and bats it away.
3. Watch twist. Set. Ready.
6 yards still to go here on 2nd and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Smith, and he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over.
Alert 3. 56 to Mike. Shift.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Tomahawley in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. They come up in an offset eye. Now Wilson on 2nd down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That'll be a gain of 16. And they're going to have a 3rd down. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. Third and 2, now Wilson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And some room to maneuver. A gain of 39 that time.
A well-executed screen pass means the offensive line has bluffed the defenders. They make them think that they could just get through and get to the quarterback. Instead, they're setting them up. Little screen pass, lofted over them, and now they're in front, and they get downfield for big yardage when they do it right.
Watch left, watch left. Tight end to the left, tight end left.
Hey, go down, go down.
Check 99, check 99.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety here, Ron Parker. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages.
Set, move, 45, force, over.
Throwing now, Smith. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. They get 23 yards there. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down. And the offense, and now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.